this is as lovely as the frame gets as far as we are concerned at Sepalika. So welcome Sukanya, Tyagu, and little Vahin in the frame. So fantastic to see you guys like this. And Vahin's what? Exactly a month today old?
Exactly a month. Exactly.
Awesome, awesome. Just wanted to have this chat, like I said, a simple journey, if you will, the way it went for you guys. So I remember when you guys came in, there was January 22 was a very tough time for you. Why don't we begin there? Just, to the extent you guys want to share, let us know what happened then and, what was your thinking at that point of time?
For us, I think the first pregnancy obviously was unfortunate that we weren't able to see to complete fruition. It we tested positive in 2021 November December time, and by the time it was 8 weeks, we did find the first heartbeat at around 6 7 weeks, and then on a follow-up follow-up radiology appointment, we understood that the baby was no more. There was no heartbeat. So it was pretty surprising for us because the conception happened fairly quick. I mean, we might have tried it the first month, and we were more than elated to know that we've come through and it's been a success. And we just thought that wow, there could be nothing wrong with our health, so to say. And when we lost the pregnancy, we realized that obviously lots of possibilities are thrown at us. That the mother could actually we traveled and we really took the blame upon us that it's maybe because of the travel that we undertook, and we just it was a lot of trauma, of course, and for good 3 4 months we didn't even think about trying again. And then once the gynecologist gave us a go ahead signal to start trying, I think that was again March April of 2022, we did start trying again. And then there was at least for someone who hit it right the first time, for not being able to conceive again for the next 4 5 months was completely surprising for us. We thought that what could be such a big hassle or a like a big roadblock that which happened in like the first one go. Why is it not happening again? So then I kept seeing Sharda's post on the group that I'm a part of with her, and she used to very openly and like happily answer many of the women who had similar issues like me. And her tone was always about it's not something that you are doing that is causing this, but it is your foundational health, and it is something that it's completely invisible to you. And it's of course like both you and your partner need to understand that both of you contribute equally to the baby that's going to happen, and your health in total, like both you and your partner's health matters. And this is not because of a travel jerk movement or because of a car or anything that you've done that's caused this, but it definitely, if it's not happening for some time, despite having happened before, we need to understand that there could be some possible underlying health reasons that need to be come as in they need to come to an optimal status for it to all like a collusion that needs to happen. So she was having read that, I remember, I think it was June or July, that I made a very hasty call, and I was taking a walk in the evening, and I just called Shada and I told her that it's been 4 5 months again, and I don't see it happening, and I'm really stressed. And the first thing she told me was, calm down, you don't have to stress. And, that's again first, one of the first roadblocks that you're creating for yourself. So don't do that first. Let's arrange a call with Mahesh, and let's try and understand. And she gave me like a few list of tests that I had to do, I think, before the call that I had with you, if I'm not wrong. And then I remember sitting very much on this very bed that I had the first call, both of us, with you. And yeah, like from there on, it was very clear that we had to do a lot of course correction in terms of the lifestyle changes that we had to like undertake. So we're both working professionals, extremely hectic, stressful work environment. And while we love our jobs, we realize that from like work to personal life, everything had to be in a sync, and food comes as the first thing that, we were very much compromising upon. And
food and exercise, I think.
exercise
I
also.
remember that we had started swimming just during that point of time after
Yeah.
that call. And somehow we seem to realize that that had far more of an impact on what would finally ensue, right? In
The
terms of
food, the health, everything.
everything. It
Yeah.
kind of just followed one after the other. So, and I think the biggest lesson we learned from that was, you just give time to things and things do fall into place rather than just get through with a quick fix solution, which might not be the best way forward. So,
Yeah, I do remember that there was an IUI that you tried quickly between we had the
At least
call
for
we
certain.
discussed.
Yeah.
yes.
Because I kept thinking that maybe we are missing the window, or we are just, like just not doing it right or whatever. And maybe the IUI is like the short way closer to whatever we wanted to get. So yeah.
Yeah, and then when you finally started in September and we ran the proper tests, that's when we realized, like you rightly said, Tiago, no doubt the swimming, the physical exercise, the diet, all of that would have contributed because and that does make a material difference. When you look at those before after reports, it tells the story of nature by itself, So give your body the right raw materials, give it the right movement, and it heals. It's not that you need some, absolute rocket science for this.
Is think that my cycles are pretty, like as perfect as anything can be. Like 27 days means 27 days. There was just no changes. I remember a bit of something going on and off post my miscarriage or post the COVID scenario. But even then, once I started the Sepalika, I remember in the first 2 months, I remember complaining to you as well as Dr. Gupti that my flow was reduced. So then the Ayurvedic medicines that you had given me really helped not only bring back the flow, but again bring it back to my 27-day cycle. And I think the food or like you're saying the lifestyle changes that we made, despite again ovulating from my left hand side only in the cycle that I conceived him, and still to be able to conceive him was amazing. Like I don't know how that happened.
Once you've got your vitamins, minerals, your diet, and for you, most importantly, I believe also stop getting too stressed about it, right? So
Yeah.
I still remember one of your comments. Some of these, kind of stand out as we go through our practice, where you found Pink Shui really worked for you, right? So
Yeah. I said that to Gurpreet also. I remember I used to have these really bad backaches or extremely bad mood swings. And I started doing Pink Shui. In fact, I now recommend Pink Shui to my own mother who's 67. So I check in on her if she's doing it every day twice. So Pink Shui was something really magical, at least for me, because my mood was elevated. My backache really like this, it just disappeared. It just didn't. I was in fact evaluating if I could do it during pregnancy also. But yeah, I didn't push it. But it was something that was a true game changer, definitely.
fantastic, fantastic. So each person is a different medical case and comes in with their complexities. But to other couples who might be trying and getting, desperate because things may not click in the first go, what would be the message from you guys, from your own experience?
I think time and natural. I mean, just give it time. So I know people like to place things as per their life according to a definite timeline,
Yeah.
right? You need to get married at X age. You need to have a kid at Y age, and then you need to put them into school at this age. It's okay if there is a plus or minus on that, right? And I think it's not a deal breaker if it doesn't happen at that particular time point. And so while not restricting yourself to that time point, I think naturally you give space to bring out a solution which works holistically well as well, right? And not just to get the pregnancy out, but also improve your body at the same time.
Absolutely.
I think that's our biggest learning, and then in terms of all the efforts which we put in during that program, as well as the efforts which we've continued as well, right afterwards. So once you put things into perspective, once you take in all these measures, right, then it's difficult to break them as well. So that the healthy habits actually continue.
Yeah,
So
correct. Absolutely.
That's fantastic. That to us is the best kind of news, because once you, as difficult as these are to adopt, once you adopt them, then there is an inertia of motion as well. What you do is what you keep doing, whether it's towards health or towards illness. Sukanya, any last words from you? Because the women are often driving the bus. I'm so happy to have Tagyu here on this call. But in general, infertility or any issues with fertility are always seen as the woman's problem. So any message from you to all the ladies out there?
Yeah, so like Tyagu is here on the call, and I'm really fortunate to have a partner like him, honestly, who's not only like held my hand throughout the first loss, but even sitting here today, he's here. So what I want to really say is, uh, women are not alone, and they really have to realize that first and foremost. And nothing is wrong solely with you or your body. Nature has its course. We all live today in a modern lifestyle where unfortunately there are multiple factors that keep us from living that optimal self. And it's not just you who are not living the optimal self, but your partner too is not doing that. If you're not doing it, your partner's not doing it. You both are basically two tires that have to simultaneously work if a vehicle had to move forward. So I just have to say that do not take all the blame on yourself. Of course, don't also try to like drive everything and make everybody climb up the wall just because something is not happening. So try to approach everything with a very logical, with a very open-minded, approach, and try to firstly bring your partner as a true partner in this journey. I mean, their role will really play not just for the positive outcome, but also it's a journey that you together will take, and then you both will tomorrow realize that you both had an equal part to play in everything that had to happen. Because what I really I really truly see women go through is they feel that there are so many factors like hormones, their own bodies, the very the very fact that the whole cycle depends upon their cycle. They just feel that everything is up, just there, theirs to control and to change and everything. But that's not how it is. It's just two to tango, literally, and you have to believe that when both of you are on board, and when you know exactly how to go about it, I'm sure things will get better. So, and just one more thing that I really wanted to say was, like Tiago said, the foundational changes that we do. For me, especially throughout my pregnancy, also, I could see that I was, very carefully eating, very much. I knew what kind of vitamins and minerals I was consuming, and and somewhere, my body was so perfect in terms of, both from the weight gain to my baby's weight gain to everything, that I could clearly tell that I was in the right trajectory. From having lost a baby and completely questioning myself and my body, I was at a state throughout 9 months where I completely believed in my body, but I knew that yes, you got this and I could do this. It was as if I was pregnant for like my body just knew how to do it because it was pregnant for some 10 times, but that wasn't the case. It was the first time that I was pregnant for so long. So it's just, if you're working on that foundation, your body will learn and the nature will learn how to do it. That's all. You don't have to keep questioning it. Does it know? Does it do it? You don't have to, especially you don't have to hate yourself and your body.
And I would strongly recommend to take a holiday trip.
Oh yeah.
It could just be a game changer. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, completely cut off from this really fast-paced lifestyle that we live in. I think the one change that apart from the food and the other changes that we don't get to do is cut off from this extremely hectic lifestyle. Maybe give yourself also that.
But we can take the medicines during the holiday, so
yeah, and
that's important as well.
Yeah, that you have to be. You have to be a stickler to stick to everything that the course recommends. If this is what it takes, then you have to give in your all. There's no two ways about it. If you need to drink your A2 milk, even a tapri chai wala chai should not tempt you. You have to drink your A2 milk only. You have to ensure that you make your chai out of that A2 milk and drink. So that's just how strict you have to be with yourself.
Fantastic, fantastic. This has been such a lovely chat, and I honestly, for me, the journey is even better when it continues after the baby is delivered, right? And the fact that you guys have recognized the power of your bodies, the power of nature, and that you're sticking with this is going to give this little guy such a fantastic head start, right? So again, we tell everybody, our dream for Sepalika is that ideally we should be handing out Sepalika gift certificates at marriages and tell people that when you are ready for a child, right, you've settled in your career, you've done whatever you want to do, and when you're ready to have a baby, then you please give us 6 months and we'll work with you to make you the best version of yourself possible. And then the baby gets the best head start possible in life, and you continue to be fantastic parents, and the whole sort of virtuous cycle can happen as well. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. It means so much to so many couples who are looking for hope from real people to whom this has such a lovely event was possible. Thanks again, guys. Thank you very much.